Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and I give you the non-biased information you can use to make informed decisions. Now, I do my research for me and I share with my community. Now, I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear. And the goal of this channel is to get everyone in that 10% club, because 90% of everyone investing in crypto lose money, and we are looking to change that. Now, if you're doing extremely well, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're not, I highly recommend maybe you get some coaching or definitely get a better game plan and a different strategy. And we'll talk about some of my services at the end of this video. But in this video, I'm going to take a look at 5 different charts of projects that I have extremely high conviction in. So therefore, when they go down and move against me, which they probably will, if we're lucky, I'm going to keep stacking. Now, if you stay with me, I'm going to give you a bonus one at the end. So we're going to look at 6 different charts. So hit that like button. Doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps the channel. All right, guys. My number one, probably highest conviction play, especially with a higher risk reward, is SUPERVERSE. I've done extremely well with SUPERVERSE in this bull run. I bought it way back here. I sold it here. I sold early. I started stacking again here and here and here. I sold it again early, and now I started stacking back again somewhere in here. And I'm going to keep stacking until I get my bag where I want it. But it's one of my biggest bags. Why do I have conviction? It's this simple. I believe that gaming is going to have its big move. I believe this altcoin season is going to happen. I believe this bull run's not over. But when gaming comes, the group behind this, the Elliott Trades and Alex Becker and the Neo Tokyo boys, they are all behind SUPERVERSE. Every one of these can pump SUPERVERSE 30% just with a video. So when the big money rolls into gaming, and it's probably going to be a while, so don't get depressed or think you're going to make a lot of money short term with SUPERVERSE. But when that big money comes, I don't believe SUPERVERSE has hit its all-time high for this bull run, period. So I believe that those guys are going to pump SUPERVERSE token. It's a more conservative in gaming, but it's not conservative across the board compared to something like ONDO, which is one of my other, probably my number 2 high conviction play. I've been wanting to get into ONDO forever, but it just kept ripping. Well, now it's starting to pull back and it looks really good. And if somehow, some way ONDO could get to 50 cents, I will be ecstatic. Now, I just want you to think about the way I think. Again, guys, 90% of people lose money. If ONDO starts to rip and doubles tomorrow, everyone will run in and jump into it. So if I start, let's just use 50 cents. If I start dollar cost averaging into ONDO at 50 cents and it goes to 40, I'm happier. If it goes to 10, I'm even happier. And then I'll load the boat. So I know it's probably going to go against me. And this is one thing I try to educate people about in my coaching is, look, before I buy ONDO, I have my conviction and my reason, and then I have my game plan. There's only 3 things that can happen. ONDO is either going to go up, down, or sideways, period. So if I wake up tomorrow and it's going up, I got a game plan for that. If I wake up tomorrow and it's going down, I got a game plan for that. If it just goes sideways for 2 months, I got a game plan for that. But in a perfect world, I want to wake up and every one of these tokens are going against me. Now, by far my largest bag is Ethereum. I have conviction in Wall Street. People don't like Ethereum. I get it. But guys, you're not looking at just the layer one. It's not tit for tat. You're looking, to me, crypto is like a team, right? And Ethereum has the biggest team that has won the most Super Bowls, the best coach, right? The best quarterback, the best team across the board. It is the dominant one, whether we like it or not. It has the most adoption by far. Like if you're not EVM compatible, you can't make it in crypto for the most part. Everyone has to be linked to Ethereum. Ethereum's not trying to build bridges going to other projects, for example. So anyway, I can't imagine that Ethereum has goes through this cycle and doesn't hit a new all-time high. Period. So whether I'm right or wrong, I'm going to keep stacking and I'm going to stay the course and see what happens. And if it goes down to $1,000 or breaks $1,000, I'm going to buy more. Period. Now, one of my other biggest bags is AIOZ. I bought and sold AIOZ a pretty good bit and did well earlier on. And now I'm stacking it again. DESTRA. Guys, I can't imagine DESTRA has hit its all-time high, period. It's a great project. You hear people, some of the big influencers are behind it, like Crypto God John, whether you like him or not, and Alex Becker. Those boys pump this token. It's proved it can run. And look at the market cap, guys. It's getting to be pocket change. Anything could explode this token. All right, here's the bonus. SUI. You know, I really missed SUI early on. I was a believer way back in here. I just didn't like the tokenomics. I didn't like their affiliation from like the Facebook group and their whole history. And I didn't have conviction that they were going to be the real deal. I was like, man, these guys are just going to roll out from Silicon Valley and Facebook. They got bad tokenomics. You know, they're going to play around. Wall Street's not going to adopt them and they're just going to dump on everybody and become really, really rich and probably move on. I don't feel that way now. I really believe it has a heck of a future. So that's my other one. All right, guys. That being said, I do one-on-one coaching. I have a coaching course. I have a shorting course. I have a new inner circle. And if you need some help with your portfolio, you and how to lay out your portfolio, what percentages, right? How to compare these projects, how to have a game plan, the dollar cost average in and dollar cost average out. If you need to understand tokenomics, we got all that for you. And guys, I truly believe that the best way to make money in crypto is shorting. And if you know how to short, guys, that's where the money's at, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but I have a great shorting course, and we've been nailing it in the inner circle. So if you need some help, guys, reach out. I'll leave a link down below, and I'll pin it as well. Now, whether you take me up on any of that or not, do yourself a favor. Start paying attention right now. Start to do your own research. Find some people that will tell you the truth. If you've got confirmation bias and you just run around going, oh, I bought this token, and you keep going to the same people that tell you the same misinformation or the same lie or just what you want to hear, guys, that's how you're going to get wrecked. Now, if you're doing well with that, stick to it. But I highly recommend you do your own research so you'll have conviction. So when you wake up and your favorite project like ONDO or SUPERVERSE is down, yeah, it's painful, but I got to stay the course. That's what coaching is all about. That's what having a strategy is all about. You don't change your strategy in the middle of the game. You've got to understand why you bought it. And if it goes against you, what are you going to do? And if you say, well, if I buy whatever project today and it goes against you, you're going to panic and sell, don't buy it. The odds are, guys, these things are going lower if we're lucky. And the odds also are that it's going to be extremely volatile. These things could turn around tomorrow, Trump could say something, the war could end, the Fed could announce something, Trump could announce something, the stock market could start to rip, and boom, everything takes off again. But then 2 weeks later, we're back in the same boat. We have a huge week this week. It's probably going to be extremely volatile. But when you have days like this, these are days for stacking, right? If we wake up tomorrow and everything's green and you got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% up on half the board, that's not when you start stacking. Can't stress that enough. So remember this, guys, if you don't remember anything. Take profits along the way, or you're going to become profits. My last video, I just talked about the manipulation. Guys, when we're in a cycle like this, when we're pretty much in the downside, in my opinion, of the bear market and everything's red day after day, if something pumps, it's coming back. And before the day's over or the next day's over, it's probably red just like everything else, especially if it's an old token or a token that doesn't have a narrative or a meme coin. Guys, that's what manipulation's all about. But the money's there. You just have to take handfuls, in my opinion. All right, hit the like button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But either way, guys, come back and be part of this community. Did I say hit that like button? Take care.